For women, we should be able to go home knowing that we are safe. But for some women, that's not the case.
When you're in an abusive relationship, they'll threaten everything that you've ever worked for. You don't want to be in that situation because it's not a good one. My ex-boyfriend was very big in his ghetto, and at first everything was okay. There was no problems involved, and then slowly things started to get very violent, and he proceeded to be very aggressive with me. He would threaten me with my family, saying that I am not allowed to leave him or he'll hurt my family.
One is they're terrified. They're terrified. And why are they terrified? Because their abuser has said to them, if you think you're going to leave me, I'll kill you. If you think you're going to leave me, I will take the children, you'll never see them again. And because you're so stupid and you don't know how to do anything, the courts are going to believe me and give custody to me of the children. If you think you're going to leave me, you're going to be destitute out on the streets and you'll have to become a prostitute because you're too stupid to make a living. And if you think you're going to leave me, the community will shun you, depending on what community you live in.
A lot of things have happened with me and him, and eventually came to a build-up point where I said, I've had enough, I don't want to be with you, whatever. And then he called me one day and asked me if I wanted certain things of mine back that were at his house. And so basically I went and I asked him where my stuff was, and he slapped me. I had to stay with him because he wouldn't let me leave. I'd asked to call my mom, I couldn't call her. I asked to do so many things just so I could go, but it wasn't happening. I wasn't allowed. After a while, he told his friend to drive us around the Ajax, Pickering, Whitby areas of Durham. And he took me to the house and he made me go in the shower and put the water almost all the way up, so my skin would start to burn a little bit and it would hurt. Every time I would ask him, can I make the water colder, I got hit. My skin was red. When I got out and I asked him, can I just call somebody to come pick me up, I got beat very badly. And about at that time, things were getting very, very bad. And then he just stopped. Then he told me that he wanted to watch a movie with me. So I proceeded to watch the film with him. After that, he wanted to have sex. I denied it because I didn't want to. He got very aggressive with me, and then he raped me. When you're in those types of situations, always run.
Another huge issue for women is the fear of leaving. Very often you see things on TV or on social media, why did she stay? Well, I find that very offensive because it re-offends the woman. It re-victimizes the woman. The question should be, why did he abuse?
He wouldn't let me call my mom, my friends. I was barely able to even play a little game on my phone. Social media, can't go on it. Phone calls, I wasn't able to make them.
Most women are very, very ashamed when they recognize that they have been in an abusive relationship. And the reason they're ashamed is because they would never imagine that they would allow them. They feel that it's their fault that they were abused. It is not their fault at all. It's the fault of the abuser that they were abused.
Violence against women is the #1 common reason why women are in major mental issues right now.
He was so crazy in the sense that when we were together, he would send all of my iMessages to his phone. So it would sync to my phone and to his phone. When you see certain types of little things like that make a man abusive or very controlling, or they want to know every single little detail, leave, because it only gets worse. Don't ever feel like you need to give up yourself just to keep a man, because you don't. A real man will see that you don't want to give it up to them because you respect yourself, or just because you're simply not ready. And when a girl says no, don't try again until she's ready.